My name is Farzana. My last name is Wahidy, and I'm a photo journalist based in Kabul, Afghanistan. Mostly what I take picture of are Afghan women's daily life. Afghan women's life, like the problems they face every day, their normal daily life, celebrations, and the changes in the last 10 to 13 years in Afghanistan. The entire system is a structure for it. It's not an easy country to work as a woman. But to work as a photographer, it makes it more difficult because you have to travel to different places. You have to, you have to be working the times that is unusual for most of the time for Afghan women to be out working. I have to say that if you compare Afghanistan to decades ago, actually we are still very behind. We are still not close to what we have in Afghanistan. But there have been some slight and spark and changes in Afghanistan. If you see at the time, the past, photography has came to Afghanistan a while ago, years ago, but mostly it was either the king or the son of the king had access to camera, and then the pictures that are you see in the archives are mostly covered by the foreigner journalists. The only access a camera that Afghan had access was those box cameras that actually still exist in some places of Afghanistan. And but in the last 10 years, Afghan photographer got more involved, and I think it's very important because in every country it's important that it has its own storytellers. As you know, photography is one of the strongest format of sharing and telling stories. So that's why I think it's very important for Afghanistan to, journalism and photojournalism, especially at this moment because it is changing. Afghanistan is losing the attention of international community, and you see less and less about Afghanistan. But in another hand, yes, Afghans are becoming more interested in journalism, in photojournalism, especially when Masood got his Pulitzer Prize. And at the moment, actually, I'm trying to build and create an Afghan Photography Association for the first time in Afghanistan. Well, in the last 10 to 12 years, there have been a lot of improvement if we compare Afghan media with the past and Afghan media today with our neighbor countries. So we have quite free media, but of course it's very young, I will call it, and there are still so many things that needs to be done. Media have been one of the developed things in the last 10 to 13 years. Sometimes there are cases of security is a huge risk for the journalists and people who work for media. Unfortunately, we have lost a couple of our colleagues from different TV channel and also from agencies in Afghanistan. Like Sardar was one of the great reporter in Afghanistan that we have lost him with his almost entire family. Only one son survived the entire family, his wife, his son, his daughter, all of them have been killed at one night. So, it's the security is I think I would say the biggest challenge for the media. But of course, they're trying to find ways, and I hope that it stays this way and it doesn't. The security gets better so that we continue this way. Recently, just before coming here, I finished a training program, and with this project, 62 photographers have been trained in 6 provinces of Afghanistan, and for an intermediate level, and then we trained them in advanced level. And yes, we are trying to build this new generation of photography in Afghanistan, and hoping that this will help Afghanistan to be in the picture in the future.